How to do the pillar chain mechanic for the tier 3 and tier 4 Carmine range island boss. The first thing to know is the two closest players to the center of the boss room will not be pillar chained. You want these two players to be the tank and the healer. Next is the players furthest from the center of the boss room. This player will receive an orange orb indicating they will be attacked first by the boss's AoE slam. The player who is the second furthest will receive the orange axe debuff. This debuff will deal damage over time, and after the first slam, this debuff will also be the direction of the boss's next AoE slam. Here, either of the two unchained players should take this axe debuff from the pillar chained player. The two other things to note is the pillar players will receive damage over time. The further you are from the pillar, the more damage you will take. So you do not want to be moving unless the boss is targeting your pillar side for the AoE slam. Second thing to note is that any player can be targeted by the boss's spinning attack. Usually it's one of the two unchained players who are targeted. So to give you an example, after the boss pulls players to their pillars, whichever player had the orange orb above their head will be the first player to be AoE slammed. This player can either type first in chat, or if not, pillar players should easily be aware they are not first as they didn't receive the orange orb. The next thing pillar players should look for is where the axe debuff is and to keep track of it. Whoever has the axe debuff should type in chat axe debuff so a free unchained player can collect it from them. This should be collected after the boss uses its first AoE slam. The axe debuff player and the first player to be slammed will never be the same player. Next is which direction you should sprint morph to. If your right side was AoE slammed, then move to your right side, and you only want to move when the boss is targeting your pillar side. Likewise, if your left side was slammed, then move to your left side. These are the sides to move as the boss will never slam the same pillar side twice. Also, you should always sprint morph when running out of the AoE slam. You also have the option to use mobility skills for extra safety. If neither of your sides were AoE slammed, then you must look for the axe debuff player and move to the opposite side that they are on. One thing to note here is if your left side was AoE slammed and the axe debuff player moves to the left, you should also move to the left, as once again the boss will never slam the same side twice. Other useful tips for this mechanic is healing touch and flash wave healing. This will counter the pillar dot damage and the axe debuff dot damage. Also, if you see an axe debuff player drop to 25% HP, take the axe debuff from them by running through them.